Don't let anyone try and tell you that type 4 natural hair can't grow to longer lengths. I have kinky, naturally dry, type 4 natural afro hair. Right now, she's about due for a deep conditioner, but I have a consistent routine. I take very good care of her, and she repays me in length and thickness. As I promised, today I'll be covering what I did to get my hair longer, thicker, and healthier. For those of you that don't know, my name's Akela. I've been in this natural hair game for about 10 years now, just like researching extensively, learning what it takes to make natural hair thrive and grow long, healthy, and thick. I struggled to get my hair past shoulder length for years until I committed myself to a routine and a regimen. I was able to realize the issue wasn't my hair type, it was my hair practices and the fact that I needed to learn how to take care of my hair type. So come and follow and let's master natural hair together. Let me tell you right now, if I was to just go wet my hair right now and let my hair shrink all the way up on itself, I promise you I'd have a little webby fro. It would be right shrunken up all the way to my head. I don't let my hair do that. Why? Because the shape that our hair naturally grows in is very much so prone to tangles and knots. And we all know what tangles and knots lead to: breakage. So to prevent this, I'm constantly putting my hair in styles that protect my ends and keep it stretched. You're not going to catch me just like letting my hair shrink all the way down to my head, because now I have to take all of these micro curls and I have to, basically pull them away from my head after being fully shrunken and hope that they don't break along the way. You know what I mean? When I can just keep it in a stretched state and prevent unnecessary damage altogether. Moisture from the inside of your body is number one. It's number one. Water is what produces sebum, which is natural hair oil. This is the oil that naturally comes out of your scalp and moisturizes your hair. Of course, if you have very tight textured hair like me, the sebum will have a hard time getting down the hair shaft, and that's why we put so much emphasis on moisturizing your hair. Keep in mind that your body is always going to prioritize your organs first and then everything else. So your kidneys, your liver, your lungs, etc. That's when your body will make sure that the benefits and nutrients go to your skin, hair, and nails. So this means it's extremely important how much water and how much nutrients you're pumping into your body. After your organs take what it needs from water, the excess water will literally push itself up through the epidermis, which is the upper layer of the skin of your scalp, to make sure that your hair is somewhat lubricated by sebum. Drinking water is the first thing that I do when I wake up, to be honest. Just get the day started with it. Even if you have to get one of those water bottles and have like little fun labels to celebrate you getting like halfway through the gallon, a quarter through the gallon, etc. Whatever you have to do to incentivize yourself to make sure that your hair thrives, it's worth the benefits, trust me. Mentality. The way you think about your hair matters. If you want to start a natural hair journey, just start fresh. Just go into it with the mentality of, I don't know anything at all whatsoever about my hair, and I don't know what to expect, and I don't know what my hair can do. Because me thinking that my hair was incapable of growing just kept me stuck in the same spot. I remember a time when I was convinced that my hair couldn't go past my shoulders, yet I wasn't deep conditioning, I wasn't trimming my ends, I was extremely rough with my hair, like I was combing and brushing it out of my head. Honestly, give your hair a chance. Just give it a chance. We live in the age of information where we have way more information and resources about type 4 afro hair than we ever have. And now it's the opportunity to just dive in, just let go of everything you think you know about your hair and start fresh. This is how my mentality was when I went into going natural. And that's why, like, the minute I shaved my hair off, started over, and changed my regimen, I started seeing results immediately. Within like 5 years, I was already waist length, and I cut it again, and now I'm basically back at waist length. But that's because of the fact that I trashed everything I thought I knew about my hair. In a lot of ways, we're taught very like Euro-centered ways to take care of afro hair, when the hair care practices are almost like completely opposite in a lot of ways. it's just not going to work. You know, it's like oil and water. Changing my mentality also meant being open to information, putting down ideas that I'd adopted, that I was used to, that I learned just weren't beneficial for my hair. A good example of this is Blue Magic Grease, right? I was a part of the Blue Magic Grease brigade, okay? I just knew it was moisturizing my hair. You couldn't tell me anything. Offer me to learn that petrolatum, which is what Blue Magic Grease is made out of, literally just sits on the hair. It doesn't sink into the hair and nourish the hair from the inside out, like the products I use now. So basically, it was like a waste of money. The thing that I adopted in place of that Blue Magic Grease, the lock method. Now I use a nice heavy cream, a spritz of water, some oil, and I call it a day. So our hair is made out of protein. So it's up to us to make sure we're consuming foods that are putting that protein back and producing more hair. I'll tell you a story. There was a time when my iron was so low, and it was to the point that I had to take iron tablets. And after I got off of those iron tablets, I started making sure that the foods that I ate had iron in them naturally. So like, you know, walnuts, eggs, spinach, leafy greens in general, red meats, you name it. Not only did my iron balance out, but I noticed my hair get so much longer, thicker. It was much stronger, not as brittle. Huge difference. So making sure you pay attention to the balance of like hormones and the nutrients in your body is like so important. And if you were to ever like experience some kind of like random hair loss or something like that, I always tell people the first thing you should do is go to the doctor, ask for a full blood panel, and they'll test everything out and make sure that everything's up to par, that you're not lacking like iron, magnesium, etc. Listen to me when I say this, because it's not a joke. Put your scarf on at the end of the night. Put it on. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care, oh, it's been a long day. Oh, I don't feel like it. I can't find it. Find it. Because one thing that is the enemy of type 4 afro hair is friction. Scientists have proven that type 4 hair is naturally the driest hair in the world. Just naturally dry. What it is that within our strands, we have less lipid content than hair types of other races. It's very important that we not only pack moisture into our hair, but that we don't become victims to friction. On top of friction, the cotton from your pillow will literally suck your hair dry. So your hair being extremely dry and brittle, and on top of that, rubbing up against very rough textures is a horrible combination.